Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Welcome to the Join Her channel. So today's video is just talking about setting up your plan for graduate school. So once you get accepted, you want to have a plan that kind of helps you maneuver through your graduate career. So it's really important to set up 3 things right off the bat: your financials, your personal time, and your academics. So starting off with your financials, you need to know, one, how are you going to pay for your education? As well as, are you going to work on campus? Are you going to work off campus? Are you going to have an internship? Are you going to have an assistantship? That's really important to know. How much you're going to be bringing in a month, how much you want to save, just different things. And it's also really important to prioritize your study time. So most people may take 6 credits or may take 9 for your first semester. I would recommend 6 to 9, somewhere between there, because this is your first time being in graduate classes. And you're kind of just getting a test out for them, seeing how they go, learning how your schedule will be, as well as how you learn within graduate courses. It's really important to prioritize your study time. Have time to study, because at the beginning, let me tell you guys, at the beginning of graduate school, that first semester, it's going to seem like you have so much time. Like you're going to be like, I just have time to, like, do whatever. You don't. You do there, but that time you start thinking about it at the end of the semester, because at the end of the semester it's crunch time. You have research papers, you have presentations, you may even have papers that you're presenting at conferences and getting ready for that. You may even have finals. So it's really important to utilize your study time, get ahead on your research, get ahead on your papers. And everyone always says this, oh, I'm gonna do it at the beginning of the semester, and then it's like the middle of the semester and you're like, I haven't even figured out a topic. Or it's like 2 weeks before the project's due and you're like, where's that paper that I wrote down my topic for this class on? You're just like, oh. But really get started on that. Another good thing, when it comes to your personal time, prioritize your personal time. You don't want to be too introverted, but you also want to be kind of extroverted. I encourage you to network within your department, network outside of your department, network with other students at other schools, other professors, just so you can get more of a better understanding of the field that you're in, or either fields that relate to what you're in. It's really important to prioritize and organize what you have going on. So something that I do that has really helped me, Google Drive. I have a Google Drive folder, and within that folder, because this semester I'm taking 13 credit hours, and I'll explain that because a lot of people might be like, what? As a graduate student, you're taking 13 credit hours, that's a lot. Yeah, it is. And I have a folder that is labeled like my last semester, and then within that folder it has all 5 of the classes that I'm taking, and which within all 5 of those classes, which like within each class, it has all of the assignments for those classes broken down into a document. And the way that I start off my documents is I just copy and paste the assignment from the syllabus onto the document. That way I know what I have to do for that assignment. I don't have to keep going back to the syllabus being like, did I meet the criteria? Is this specifically what I need to put into it? Like, it's already copy and pasted into the document because that's how I did it. So then every time I click on one of the documents, I already know what to do. And then I delete the copy and pasted assignment, like the assignment description, after I complete the assignment, because after I complete the assignment I go back and make sure that I meet the criteria, and then I like delete it, finish up the assignment, APA, and then turn it in. So it's kind of cool because you can download it right off of Google Drive. Organize your classes on Google Drive and your assignments, and I'm telling you, it'll make your life so much easier. I started doing that like I think when I first got to grad school. I did it a little bit in undergrad, but I wasn't as consistent with doing it with every class. So this year, actually last year, I decided to just do it for every class, and it really helped me out because I already knew where my assignments were. If a professor said like, hey, I didn't get your assignment, or I lost your assignment. Yeah, professors lose your assignments in grad school, who would think? We're supposed to be professional, right? But I would just go back, re-download it, and then resend it to them as an email attachment. So that's something that really helped me, and it helps you to stay on track with your assignments, because you're like, why is this assignment blank? Boom, boom, boom. Why is this in this folder? Look at this, and you go click on it. Oh, reminder. As far as back to the credits. So like I said, I'm taking 13 credit hours this semester. I am taking 4 classes and then my exit option. My exit option is a research paper, For different universities and colleges, they have different exit options. So, for instance, for my program, we had 3 exit options. We now have 4. So we have the thesis, which I was gonna do a thesis I was really excited about, but then it just didn't work out. It actually started off as a creative project, and the chair of my department was like, "That's the thesis, what you're trying to do." So I switched, but I wouldn't have gotten it done in time for May, and I wanted to graduate in May, so I switched my exit option. So we have the thesis, which you have to do a lot of research, kind of doing your own research. It's kind of fun if you have a specific topic that you're really interested in, and it shows credibility. Then we have the creative applied project. So it's just like a project that you're planning, you're testing out, you're conducting some research. We have the research paper, which that's the one that I'm doing. You're basically redoing a paper that you may have done in another class, but you're adding more to it. You're making it more professional. You're making it more, you're like touching it up. You'll be adding different things, changing different things. And then we have a new one. It's an internship. Just really excited about that, because you guys, if you know me, I've done like so many internships, and it'd be kind of cool to do an internship for credit, but that I didn't like the way that option went for me, because it would have required it's like a 2-semester thing, and I was just like, no. So yeah, that is how the exit options in my department work. Now, 13 credit hours, this is something that I want people to be conscious of. I am taking 13 credit hours this semester, but I'm only doing that because I did a withdrawal from one of my semesters. One of my semesters, I had a lot going on as far as like health-wise, like, because I don't have a thyroid, so I didn't, like I said, like I had problems with my health. I'm not gonna go too much into it. I don't really like discuss my health. Maybe that'll be a video that I actually do, because a lot of people actually can relate to it. But that is in grad school. Oh my goodness, guys, don't stress. That is a lot of where like my health problems were triggered from. It's through stressing over things that it just wasn't worth it. Like graduate school, you're gonna graduate, you're gonna be fine. It's not the end of the world. I lost so much sleep though, and that was another part. I didn't get a lot of sleep. Whatever you do, make sure you get sleep consistently. And like my health issues would always like trigger up during like finals week. That's when I would start having like crazy problems. My levels would be all over the place and just be like, what is going on? So during finals week as a graduate student, just do everything ahead of time. Plan things ahead of time. Go and talk to your professors or have them review your work, and just get a head start on it. That way when everybody else is running around like a chicken with their head cut off, you are sipping on mimosas and watching Netflix. You know, just enjoy it. I really wanted to make this video because it's really important if you're just now coming into grad school, whether you're coming right out of undergraduate, whether you've taken some time out, just to be sure that you know that setting up a plan is really important. Also, the plan that you set is going to change, and that's okay. That's completely okay. My plan changed so much, not in a bad way. It's just like as a graduate student, as a student, you know, in school, as a student in life, just period, you evolve, you grow, you learn more, you start discovering different things that you're interested in, that you want to do. So as long as you have a starting point and an ending point, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter how you get there. It doesn't matter how you graduate, like as long as you graduate, like as long as you have a set time, whether your program is a year, whether your program is 2 years, whether it takes you a year and a half, or 2.5 years, as long as you finish, that's all that matters. Do not compare your journey to other people's journey when you're setting a plan for yourself. You have to remember that your plan is for you. And I'm specifically saying this because I feel like sometimes with society and the norms in society, we often feel like we have to compare ourselves to other people. Well, so-and-so graduated, and you know, it took me an extra semester to graduate, or it took me an extra year to graduate. Stop, just red light. Your journey and your life is not based off of what so-and-so is talking about. Like, I heard this quote, I forgot where it was from. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to find where it was from. But it was basically talking about, do not compare your blessings to other people's blessings, because you don't know the burdens that they had. You don't know the burdens that they went through. You don't know what they carry with them. And with setting your plan up in life and setting your plan up specifically in graduate school, don't compare your journey to other people's. Don't compare your success to other people's. This is going to be a learning experience for you. You're going to learn so much about other people. You're going to learn so much about yourself that you just have to be open-minded. With your plan, make sure you stick to your plan. Yeah, whether you have a support system, you have to have accountability. With grad school, whether it's you holding yourself accountable, whether it's a mentor, whether it's a family member, a parent, a sibling, make sure you have someone to be like, hey, you're slipping. Hey, you're not doing what you're doing. I didn't hear you talk about that assignment. Did you ever finish it? Like, just certain little things like that. And that'll come from your support system. And if you don't have a support system, which I really hope you all do, because that's really what has really gotten to me where I am. That's what has really gotten me where I am. Set alarms, set dates. Oh my goodness, have a calendar, whether it's Google Calendar, whether it's an actual like planner. Have something where you have all these dates. Every semester I take on my syllabi and I highlight the dates and the assignments. I write them down in my planner. I put them in my Google Calendar. That way I know when everything is due, but I also have like a pre-date. So like, hey, have this done 2 days before it's due. Or hey, have this done a week before it's due. Or hey, have a check-in point for this major research paper that's 50% of your grade with your professor. That way you can go through it and make those corrections. That way if you go and talk to your professor and ask them for feedback on your work, usually you really do better, because they'll give you everything that you need to know. Hey, this is what you're doing wrong. This is what you need to fix. You fix it, then you go back and maybe go back to them again. Hey, is this the way you wanted to fix? Then it's fixed. Then you turn it in. Boom. Easy A. It's seriously. Get feedback from your professors. That really helps. So with setting your plan, just be mindful that your plan is going to change. But just because it changes, that doesn't mean that's anything bad. Just be very understanding of you and understand that this is going to take time. It's an investment and it's going to be great. I'm in my last semester. And it feels really great to be able to say that, because sometimes I didn't think that I would make it to my last semester. And that's not because of, like, realistically because of who I am, but it's just sometimes you question, like, is this what I want to do? I could be out working, I could be out running a business, I could be out doing something different than adding another 2 years of school to my transcript. But when you think about it, it's going to be worth it. And something that's really important, just because you have a degree does not mean you know anything. All it shows is that you know how to follow directions. That's just really real. Use your degree and know how to use your degree. Don't go to school, waste time, and waste money just to not use your degree. Like, y'all best believe, I've been in school for 5.5 years now. In May, it'll be 6 years. 4 years of undergrad, 2 years of graduate school. I'm gonna use this degree. And that's just, if you don't know how to use your degree, there are different resources. Tap into me. I know people that can give you guys the resources. Do some research. They have, our school has a career development center. If your school doesn't have that, which they should, I really hope they do, tap into your counselors, or there's always somewhere for you to go to be able to find out what you can do with your degree. Just remember, it's all a part of your plan. It's all about setting your plan for you. Your plan that you're making is for you. And with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to Grad School Truths. Like the video, share the video. Please, please, please DM me questions, whether it be on Instagram, whether it be on Twitter, even if you leave comments or questions on my YouTube channel. Just please, I want to help you guys as much as I can. So that's why I'm really into this Grad School Truths series, because it's really something that I can connect to and that I'm going through right now. So I want to be as real and as realistic as possible. Have a wonderful day. Be blessed and set up your plan.